we went to bed because we were
And
tired.
right. So we should be waking up in High Garden.
In just whatever quarters the major domo suggests.
Our quarters.
Cool. Right. Well, I mean, theoretically, they're all your quarters now.
Yeah, I mean, whatever he suggests.
And then we were planning on.
I don't plan to spend enough time here that it really matters. Like, as long as they are nice, and I assume that they're probably on. I'm not planning to make myself comfortable.
So I think we were going to take the Rose Road to King's Landing, and then head over and see what's up with like the Uzi Boy, or the Cryo Hydra.
Oh, that's right. And how long did we say that was going to take? The Rose Road from...
Well, we're taking horses. We decided we weren't going to try and do anything silly. So we're just going to be traveling there kind of normally. Hopefully we can get past the Bitter Bridge without incident. The bridge is very bitter. It's like...
Yeah, just swapping out for fresh mounts is
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
And did we send a raven anywhere? I can't remember.
A while back, but not recently. Oh, we did, to send to Casterly Rock that we would be there forthwith after heading to King's Landing. Well, we just told him we would be there soon.
So if you guys can manage to sprint on horses the entire way there, I calculate it'll be about...
Yeah, did you know? What's up, man?
Now that's top
Muggsy.
Speed for a horse.
That was a good game.
I'm thinking it's probably going to take 2 days, unless you come up with some mystical, magical way of increasing the endurance of the horses, or something else.
That's a good question.
And even if you do it, like 14 hours is potentially killing horses. Like that's top speed of a horse. Sprinting.
Yeah, I think oh, okay. So, can I do how well, we're gonna swap out every time we can. So is that like once every 6 hours that we can swap out? Once every 4 hours? What does that look like, do we think?
Well, let's say you could certainly...
Oh, you play? That's cool.
Get a horse in High Garden, swap one out at Cider Hall, swap one out at Long Table, again at... actually, the Rose Road does not take you across through those towns, but going along the river. Cider Hall.
What kind of character you got? Did you know?
Bitter Bridge. Get on the road, and then it's a long shot to King's Landing. So yeah, you have. Let's say you've got 6 opportunities to swap. 5 opportunities to swap horses, as you see on the map. And that's about 1 horse swap every 3 hours.
I don't know, gentlemen. What do you think? Do we want to push it for 2 days, or do we want to try and do 3 days?
I'm down for 3 days. I mean, we got cryo hydras freezing people in the streets. What's another day?
Uzi Boy liquidating his dinner, which are the citizens of River Run.
Literally people running through the streets screaming. Let's just take it slow. Let's make it 4 days.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it in like 2.5 days. So we're not killing our horses, we're not killing ourselves. We'll show up at King's Landing, at noon on the 3rd day. Be good to go. maybe we have the major domo send a raven to you know all the places we're going to stop, so it's easy for us. They'll have our horses ready to go. We won't have to like negotiate or anything like that. Also, before we head out, I want to talk.
Hey,
about
woke
Major
up.
Domo, see how how's the treasury at Highgarden looking? Like,
Oh, fuck yeah.
how many gold pieces are in the
So you're-
duck tower?
Yeah.
Well
we're
over
running
50.
Pathfinder, but not 5e, I don't think. I don't know the
but
difference. I'm
coffers,
brand new. This is
I
my
mean, they
first
had-
campaign.
They made
That's
humongous
awesome,
coffers,
dude.
and now they are pretty low. I mean, still a wealth to support a kingdom, but through the War of the Seven Kings, and then through the whole like fiasco with the rapid switching of hands as the previous
RDM has had some
family,
really cool
the Tyrells
stuff for
were
us.
usurped,
and now
had
we've
no
kind of like
legitimate
landed
heirs,
in
and
this
then
realm,
Braun
and it's the
coming
Seven
in,
Kingdoms.
spending
Yeah,
some
and-
cash in a very short time and then disappearing.
And we've
Like,
been traveling like
I was
through
just-
time.
Mhm.
I know.
We were in hell.
and like
for a
stole all
bit.
their shit. And,
Oh, that's right.
We went to like kind of a futuristic time.
I don't know. It's probably
Uh,
a river and really
David
he
Bowie's
should
house.
instead of it, but whatever.
Yes.
He had some.
Yes,
he had
swim in
some of
plate
that-
mail.
Yeah, he had some of that armor that I was trying to find.
Yeah, this one's really kind of
It
hard.
floats.
Did you know? It really is.
Yeah. All right. I guess. Does this sound like plan? Are we ready to head out, guys?
I think we
So you
should.
guys are not going to use. You're not going to try and make your travel any hastier with any magic whatsoever.
Um,
But now when you say it like that, fuck.
well,
Can we fly? I mean, okay, so I have a fly spell. I can cast fly on people. Let me pull up that spell real
Yeah,
quick.
but that's
Second,
not.
guys.
That doesn't have the kind of duration that you need to.
Yeah, that's what
really-
I figured. Yeah.
Like there's the overland flight spell, which is a higher level and
Ooh.
allows you hours of travel.
Delaware, you
there
can't
is-
teleport us. You've can't
Not
just
that
snap of the fingers.
Look, not that distance, and the sort of time and space travel seems to be not working. I don't think we want to play around with testing
Yeah,
that,
I remember
getting
now.
ourselves stuck. So
you sure you don't
I
want to
can
test it?
basically get
You could
400
while
feet.
everybody else is napping, you could certainly mess around with some time and space stuff and see if anything's working.
Like before we go in the morning, sort of
Yeah.
over bagels.
If that's what you eat for breakfast.
Bagels?
Or the
I,
high garden,
I've never heard of
Oh,
bagels where I'm from.
whatever the high garden equivalent of a bagel with a nice schmear.
Crumpets only, fools. Crumpets with Marmite on it. That's what they
Oh,
eat in High Garden.
fuck that, dude.
I mean,
Marmite
I'd certainly
and
ahead.
elderberry jam.
I'd certainly be interested in seeing if, although I don't know how I would test it, but I certainly would be interested in at least firing it up, seeing like if I can, the same rather than sort of time travel, just be able to sort of get us just outside of King's Landing, so we don't have to travel on the road, but.
What about like any sort of like a haste spell, something we can cast on the horses, guys? Or
Do you have any access to the ethereal plane? That could theoretically, that is coterminous with all prematerial planes. And you can
listen to these guys,
travel
dude.
much more
They've been
rapidly
playing this
through
for
it.
their whole
There's
lives. It's
also
Pathfinder.
potentially
They're
Dream
way,
Realm, which
way
every
advanced in this.
plane-
I'm
which
not.
every prematerial
I don't know
plane
anything.
has.
I still ask how to roll stuff.
Roll engineering or test, hypothesis challenge check, or with these things. Let me know how successful you are.
Okay, hold on. I can do.
So this is my character
that.
chat.
I think knowledge engine.
I am a male tiefling, a pit-born demon spawn, a bard, infernal sorcerer. I have dark vision. Perception is 8.
So
armor class
I
25
guess
with
nobody
mage armor.
really has access to the spell Phantom Steed, but that's something I was thinking about that you could use.
Oh,
At
that would
at
be good.
9th level, it has a speed of 80 feet per round, and lasts 1 hour per level. So casting that twice per person, so 6 times would get you there in about 10 hours. But it's only arcane, really, and nobody has it on their spell list.
I have
There's
haste,
the-
but again, it's not going to last. It doesn't have the duration.
Right.
I was thinking maybe doing Bear's Endurance on our.
That's a good
horses.
idea. Yes. Okay,
Yes,
now you're
I
talking.
think that could definitely help.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Every time, like, how many times can I cast it? So I can cast it basically like twice a day. So if we ride our horses for 6 hours, and then swap out, ride another
Well,
set of horses.
well,
for
we
5, 6
should be
hours.
able to save time by like not swapping out as often and just
Well, you're in
just
the
staying on
danger
the same.
of. I mean, if you don't want to swap out as often, then you got to be kinder to the animal you're riding. Like, you can't ride him. You can ride him, at a very brisk pace for a couple of hours, but to try to run him for more than 4 hours up there at top speed, you're in danger of ending up with a lame ass horse that you got to kill right in the middle of nowhere.
All right, well,
there's
this
a
is
mount spell.
Sorry, guys. This is, and I say this out loud, guys. This has got me thinking. Are you sure you want to go back to King's Landing right now? Shouldn't we just head straight to the Cryo Hydra and try and save as many lives as possible?
Yeah, Tyrion was not very helpful in terms of why he had to leave and whether or not he wanted you guys to follow him. It did seem like he was a little messed up in his brain.
What do you guys think?
Which might,
I guess. Do we want to play? Do we want to play a urban politics and subterfuge game, gentlemen, or do we want to play a
Kill
dungeon
the
crawling
monster.
yeah, killing the monsters game. Next, I just kind of feel like
Well, okay. Do me a favor before you continue on. Why doesn't somebody sum up the reason? Like from my perspective, Tyrion is having some trouble because he's not trusting the king, right? And whether or not that's going to lead to disaster back in King's Landing, really, that's for the king and Tyrion to work out. We have a job that they've instructed us to do, and once we complete this, who knows what we might find out about who's behind it all. The nightmares and everything like that. So yeah, I'm just kind of wondering where or what's the reason in you guys' mind of us going back to King's Landing?
well,
I
yeah,
think
go ahead.
I think personally, it's. I mean, I agree with everything you've said, except that I've begun to question the job that we're doing. It sort of seems like, you know, we were told to go out there and kill all these things, but it's sort of like
You wonder if there's an ulterior motive and somebody is using us.
Yeah, and then I was down until I started to like question how these things got here, and when Tyrion sort of left and he's posing, I don't know. I know that I trust him, but the whole thing has me wanting to sort of check back in and see what's really going on. I'm not saying that there's anyone I particularly distrust over anyone else, but the only people I definitely trust are the two of you, and maybe the little guy, but he doesn't seem to be around much.
Question.
I want to hear about it too,
What's
Woked
the
Up. Give us
longest
a
distance you guys
synopsis
can
in the
have,
main channel,
like,
man.
Magical communication. Is the helm of telepathy and message the best?
But yeah,
you guys
DG
got?
Gnome, I'm fucking obviously, look at this campaign.
Yeah,
It's
I
sick.
think so.
It's fucking sick.
Let me see.
He's always got different like monster tokens and stuff I've never seen. It's pretty neat.
Also, going to Casterly Rock is definitely doable in a day and a half at a brisk pace riding.
So rain. I could do ascending if you guys are, if you guys want to just see any information, and then they can send me back basically I can send 25 words or less to a subject
Oh yeah.
that I know.
Chat gestures John is a teleport,
And
but I don't think it's very far. It's only
they
30
can
feet.
answer with 25 words or less.
What about fly?
It's if they're not on the same plane of existence as you are, there's a 5% chance that the sending does not arrive. Oh, I guess this would be a good thing that we could try for Leonard too. Gee, we're a smart adventuring crew. It's 4th level cleric spell, so I can cast it.
This one, I thought about casting fly on the horses,
Don't go. I could cast 2 of them if we figure this out.
but it only lasts
before.
1 minute per level,
Then,
so 9 minutes.
I have to memorize those spells, or
And
grab
it is,
those spells, but I could cast. I guess I could cast 3 of them. So should we do that? That might be the smart thing to do.
Sure. I like that idea.
Okay.
So you're gonna prepare 3 sendings?
Yeah, I'll prepare 3 sendings. That was thank you, DM.
Hey, not a problem.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do 3 of those with my 4th level spells, and then I've got double check.
It's such a cool spell. Fly is
no,
such a
I can
cool
only cast
spell.
2 of them.
Shit.
I
Gestures John will only allow me to.
my domain. Okay, so I'll prepare 2 of those in the morning.
It's good. Let me know what those sendings are gonna be about. And to whom they are addressed.
Okay.
Tonight's game brought to you by Ellie's Brown Ale by Avery Brewing Company. It's a brown ale. They didn't fuck around. That's what that tagline for it.
Bro, everybody's gonna think these YouTube videos are sponsored. It's not gonna. This is not gonna be good. It's
Look, if
I'm gonna like
we
the
get-
F.
keep saying it.
The
eventually
FTC.
We'll get sponsorship.
The FTC is gonna fucking come and knock on the door one day. Be like, yeah.
Awesome. I look forward to them knocking on my door. I'll be like, Castle Doctrine, bitches. Which, of course, if the FTC is listening, the Castle Doctrine, where I come from, is I am the king of my castle, and I can welcome a guest with any and all amiability. And I put the entire product of the kingdom at my guest's disposal.
You know what they're gonna be like, son, if you don't just open this door right now, I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah, I'll be like, welcome in.
Welcome in, son.
Do we have
Okay.
a guest dungeon master entering the chat?
No, we have just nonsense.
You're familiar.
A baby dragon.
Yeah, that wants me to look at the cat book with her.
Yeah, so give me a brief synopsis of what the sending thing does again.
I can send it. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you
link.
can read it.
Oh, I'll just look it up.
Yeah, here. Have a link in the chat, see? Yeah, it does allow interdimensional communication. So I'm thinking the possible people you could contact back in King's Landing are Tyrion, Brock, and David Bowie. And outside of the world, you could potentially try to contact Leonard Cohen or Braun or Prince
Odorous.
Camille or Odorous Urungus.
Let's contact
Or-
Odorous Urungus. Sup, homie. Sup, bro. What do you think about trying to contact Leonard Cohen and seeing if maybe he can teleport us?
Well, I think we should definitely contact Leonard and Tyrion.
We could actually contact David Bowie and ask him what's up with Tyrion. What's happening with him? See if we...
We'll do that tomorrow, maybe. When I can cast it again. Okay.
See,
so
you
here's
guys
what
don't
I have
know,
for
but
Tyrion.
there's all sorts of cool
How's
characters
the
in this.
political
What's up,
situation
Serial?
In the capital, should we proceed to battle monsters or help you? If fighting monsters, send ravens ahead of us.
Ow.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
That's 24 words.
Great. One word to spare. Suck it. You can
Boy.
slip in there yeah, right at the end.
That sound good to send to that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll send that one first, Dave.
Excellent. Now, hold on a second.
So, what if you guys are following along? He's communicating with people using a sending spell.
Previously. So you are. Tyrion left a couple of days ago, so he has actually probably made it back to King's Landing by now. Great. You ready to send off the next one?
Do you want to deal with the reply before we send the next one?
Did you type that up by any chance?
I did. Do you want me
Send
to
it
put it
over
in
to
chat?
me, please.
I will put it in the chat.
That's quick and to the point. I like it. So, Chad, it says, how's the political situation in the capital? Should we proceed to battle monsters or help you? If fighting monsters, send ravens ahead of us. And that is going to Tyrion. And Tyrion went back to King's Landing because he didn't really trust the king. And and it's because the king is David Bowie in his disguise. We're trying to figure out if there's any intrigue to these monsters or who's in control of these monsters, how they got into the realm. Because there's no magic in this realm.
Interesting.
Well, there is, but it's like burn people at the stake type magic. He's not as sophisticated as us.
Maybe he's taking a nap. Hey Google, what happens if you send a sending and the recipient is napping?
Woke Up has entered a golden age. Year after year, they celebrate the second sun until one day a band of adventurers meet at one of these festivals. During this, a small army of blights enter and try to wreak havoc. They are quickly disbanded, but the quick actions of the adventurers put them in the good graces of the High Observer. Thus, the adventurers are eventually hired to investigate mysteries and find ancient artifacts.
Nothing
And all of these
Mm-hmm.
lead to a darker, more sinister truth. The machinations of hell are near. Soon the 9 lords of hell will spew forth in the
Alright,
physical
should I
realm
send
and
the
all
other
will be
one
lost. I love this campaign so hard.
You want to see what I'm saying?
The adventurers
want me
must
to
fight
read it?
against all evil, as it is said. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, but then it turns out at the end that he
just
was
you and your
evil all
dungeon
along,
master now.
and he wanted to bring about 9,000 years of darkness. All hail
Alright,
the Dark Lord.
That's weird. Lagboot, you want to hear?
Yes.
Dragon slain, but Bran refused to disconnect. Ziggy is posing as Bran. Something is keeping us from traveling planes. Any further instructions? Tyrion's ghosting us.
That's well done, dude. I like it.
That's 25 words. All right, I'll try sending that to Leonard.
All right, let me roll a secret roll.
Ziggy is posing as Bran. Something is keeping us from traveling planes. Any further instructions? Tyrion's ghosting us. You can only send 25 words. Yeah. What it turns out at the end is the bad guy is actually the good guy. Woke up, and he brings about 9,000 years of darkness, but it's also happiness darkness. Everybody gets along darkness. You know what I'm saying?
Also, if Delaware is trying to talk at any point, he is muted himself. So, but he may be dealing with the guest dungeon master, so that's a possibility.
Who are you going to send your third one to?
Oh, I can't send a third one today.
I see. Okay, just 2.
Yeah, tomorrow though, I was thinking maybe we send one to David Bowie. Just, to get both sides of the a couple sides of the possible things.
The DM is typing. Leonard responds, planar interference from hostile power Ziggy has aligned with. Tyrion Bran all in danger. Find
That's
a
your
way
response?
out. Beware illusions.
Yep. Interference from hostile powers.
Yes.
Aligned with.
Okay.
In danger, find a way out. Beware illusions.
Bro, maybe we should head back to King's Landing. I mean, that right there makes me want to head back to King's Landing and just like let the people run in the streets from the Cryo Hydra until we figure out. He's saying get out, dude. We need to confront Ziggy.
Yeah.
Interested. Was that Delaware's D20 up there where he rolled 23? Was that the result of his engineering?
Yes.
Okay. I did not. He didn't tell me that he was doing that. I mean, I asked for it and I never got a confirmation back. We just kind of went on.
Mm-hmm.
So
I believe
he's
that's
got
what
some
he rolled.
interesting things to tell you guys when he gets back from his guest DM.
Yeah, so I think
I'm way less interested in finding out, killing all the monsters now. At first, I thought this was, kind of straightforward here, but sounds like a lot more is going on, and I'm ready to investigate that for sure. Tyrion, Bran are all in danger. That's what he's saying, right? Find a way out. Beware of illusions. Okay, so yeah, I'd say we just take our time, nice rests every night, and make it a 3-day trip back to King's Landing.
yeah, I think if it's 2.5 days.
So we're nice and
we get
rested.
back-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but on the third day we can have all of our spells ready and be
Mm-hmm.
able to roll into town and also act like nothing is amiss.
Yep.
Just when we get there, we'll just roll in, go straight to the throne room to say that we're here to check back in and call that good.
We'll tell him that we needed supplies and status on. Didn't you upgrade the blacksmith there at King's Landing?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what did
they
you
were
have
working
them
on
do? Right. What were they working on?
They were working on turning the adjacent building to the back blacksmith into a nice little
Into a
little magic shop for us.
into a shop capable of
Oh,
producing magical items and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dylan could start
Laboratory.
enchanting.
I also found for when we do, when we're, I can also cast True Seeing once a day, 5th level spell.
Nice.
Um,
Nice. Good thing to have in your back pocket.
yeah.
Wish you had that ready for the pleasure boat.
I wasn't high enough level, I think.
Oh, that's a good spell.
Yeah.
That is cool.
But also,
So, chat, this is
you
you confer on the subject the ability to see all things as they actually are. So we're going to be looking out for illusions because it's absolutely an illusionist. We know it's an illusionist because they took us out on a pleasure cruise after we've finished killing a monster.
You can start riding.
And helping him. The dragon.
Dealing with a guest DM.
Do you guys want to take anything from Highgarden with you? Bring some pikemen or a whole bunch of mead. I don't know.
I don't think
Arbor
so.
red, arbor gold.
I think we probably don't want to slow ourselves down. What do you think, Lagboot?
I think we should take a little bit of wine.
I guess it's not going to slow us down that much.
Yeah, I need a couple barrels of wine in a wagon to take along.
Maddox, sir. Excellent vintage.
Maybe not in a wagon, but in our backpacks.
A flagon rhymes
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a wagon. So does dragon.
And I would like a nice
Coincidence.
red. Do we have any? Well, we don't have any reds. We have whites, right? Because the reds were from Dorne, correct? We didn't bring any from Dorne.
I'm pretty sure you can find a red wine in
Highgarden.
Reach.
Okay. Because we drinking red tonight. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we're not ladies on their bachelorette parties. We need some red wine.
It's funny because it's
So-
true.
No, it's not.
So, I was thinking, also the DM, I was thinking, if we do decide to go fuck up some Hogwarts after this, I'm definitely going to get myself a fork attuned with that plane of existence, and then in the future, any jerk faces that we run into that fail their will save is getting plane shifted to Hogwarts.
That'll show them.
Like, oh, you think you guys are magic users? Well, enjoy this Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, enjoy Kramer from Seinfeld. Enjoy the Trask.
Enjoy getting Expelliarmus.
But just dropping like terrible demons and monsters into that plane of existence tickles my fancy a little bit. Just what I'm thinking behind the curtain.
Harry Potter.
Like, oh, you think those are goblins that are running the banks? No, those are just Hasidic Jews with masks on. Here's some real goblins.
Well, I think I don't think we should continue without a full quorum here. We can certainly say you guys are getting on the way to King's Landing at this point in time, properly prepared for whatever comes your way. What else can you do other than true seeing, which immediately lets you which trumps any illusion, and it's a creature touched. It's not necessarily a self spell, so if you need to cast it on somebody else, you can do that. Detect magic can help you identify illusions.
The helm of telepathy will definitely help if like I cast true seeing on myself and we're all telepathically
Oh, nice.
connected.
Mhm.
Then I can kind of like call out chicanery as it shows up. Dispel magic. If there's illusion being cast, someone can dispel it. I don't know. Lagboot, do you have dispel magic on your list?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I can just be, calling out targets for you, be your spotter. So that way you can, just be making monsters turn into mice or whatever. I don't know what else.
Sorry, guys. I had toddler-related shenanigans.
I know how those
Oh.
things go. Welcome back.
Yeah, we cast True Seeing on ourselves, so we knew what you were doing.
So, did you see what Leonard responded to us?
I didn't see the question, so the answer might be a little confusing.
Read chat.
Well, yeah.
The first is the one we asked Tyrion.
I saw that.
There's no answer.
The second we sent to Leonard Cohen and his response.
Tyrion ran all in danger. Find a way out. Beware illusions. All right.
Yep. And so my first response is, nah, I definitely want to go to King's Landing.
Also, I sent you a note on GChat, Christopher.
Okay. I have Gmail open. The chat is telling me nothing. Let me check my phone.
Sending again.
Okay. Oh, there it is on my phone. Okay. Okay, great. I saw your message.
Spit it
So
out.
you did this.
Yeah.
You did this thing where you hard boil
Yeah.
an egg and then you run the test on it and it exploded and you're like, what? Cool. Interesting. Turned into a chicken for a second before it exploded.
Well, that what? Yeah.
It tells you what I told you in the chat.
Yep. How long do we have to? Not that after what he told us already. Actually, I don't know that we have anything more to ask him. All right. Actually, interestingly, Lagboot, this makes you want to go to King's Landing more. I feel like without a plan, we have the knowledge. Maybe we ought to stay at Highgarden.
Well, you haven't explained why we should stay in
What's your
Highgarden?
thinking behind that?
Get focus on either plan of attack or studying sort of the planes to try to figure out the magic, studying what's going on, trying to figure this nonsense out.
Yeah.
Because showing up in King's Landing where Ziggy has aligned with a hostile power that we know nothing about and confronting him seems a bit of a dangerous mission. Whereas we got some more information now. He wants us to get. I don't. I'd like to at least know what we're up against, or if not, come up with another plan, and maybe we try to see what we can do with my gear. We may actually have a chance to get out if we can try to get to the Tower of Song. But I certainly don't want to march in to an unknown enemy.
Well, we have.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not thinking that we just like go in and confront them, man. I think we'd like go in and
Play
just
dumb.
be like, hey, we took care of the the kingdoms to the south, but before heading north, we figured we'd come back in and resupply and maybe get some gold because we kind of screwed that up. It'd be nice to have some cash in our pockets.
Yeah.
See how you were doing. See if there's any more information on these terrors and like coming into the north, and just kind of like pick up what's going on.
Exactly. Originally I was like, oh, we should confront him, but then we kind of thought about it a little bit, and it might be better to play dumb and play along while we see if we can't figure out exactly what's going on. But it's much. I think it would be. I mean, I tend to agree that it would be good to like kind of research what's going on with the planes and see if we can discern that. But we have developed a nice defense against illusion with my dispel magic, and then also True Seeing is a spell that we're gonna have access to, and so we were gonna go in and see if we couldn't discern who is aligned with Ziggy, but that's
also. I can cast Discern Lies on all of us. So, that's
Nice.
a good one.
All right then.
What do you think?
I think we can, as long as we don't as long as we're good at playing
blow
dumb,
our cover. Exactly. Right.
and as long as we're relatively confident that no one was intercepting our sending spell.
Oh, good thought.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, it's kind of a new spell, man. I don't think that anyone can. I don't know.
All right. Well, we've gotten a lot worse. Let's do it.
All right, we're going in.
While we ride, I mean, we're talking about 3 days that you have also to study along the way, or to kind of formulate a plan. So I'd like to be next to him in case we do figure it out. We can, see who our unseen foe is and decide a course of action at that point. But we need to be close enough to reach out and touch him with sword.
Call a stab.
All right. Yeah, we ride and play dumb. This is right in Gabriel's wheelhouse.
I like this.
We'll have, I think we'll all have Discern Lies on. It's a short duration, so we'll have to find a minute to cast it. True Seeing is quite a bit longer, so when we're waiting right before if we're waiting to get an audience with Bran, we'll cast that then. I'll have 9 minutes of True Seeing, and we'll see what's going on here, and maybe we can if we can't make things right, we can at least interfere with their interference and get off this rock.
Yeah, I can detect magic to see if there's, and we should be able to. I mean, Gabriel apparently can see through an illusion, period. So we'll to see how things truly are. So then he could just let us know, or he talked about using the Helm of Telepathy to distribute that information to everybody in the party at the same time, so that we know what the target is, that, etc.
All right.
You like that?
Yeah. I do like that. Okay. Let's. All right. I'm gonna be. In the meantime, I'm gonna be.
You should be studying about seeing if you can't figure out how to get us out of here, man.
Yeah. I felt pretty good about what I did the first time, but I want to. I'm gonna maybe make another couple of checks along the way.
So listen, I can help you with that. I have a fairly strong knowledge of the planes.
I'm pretty good on that end. I appreciate. I've been to many of them. Let's see.
So you've been to a majority of them.
Anyway, let's go and then when we have time to when we break for whatever, we'll make some more. We'll do some more studying. We'll break
Maybe,
for the night.
yeah,
Or
maybe every day we
we'll
could
make
roll a
camp.
knowledge of the planes as we go.
As you guys stop at your first lunch break or horse swap break, you find that in your saddlebags a note has been left for you in a rather roundabout and clandestine kind of communicatorial way. The note says that the families previously ruling the Reach intend to take it back. They have been out of power since the War of the Kings, the Seven Kings, and sounds to them, it sounds to whoever wrote this note like they have knowledge that somebody is intends to take it back, but obviously since they are writing you this note, they do not agree with it.
It's an unsigned note. We don't know who left us the note.
Nope.
Okay, so somebody's coming to take back the Reach. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep. One of those once and future king kind of situations.
Well, we will. I feel like that's kind of low on the priority of monsters destroying kingdoms, as well as evil forces working against us. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're in league with the evil forces, but also, one of those things that will. That sounds like something we just like swoop in.
Just keep in the back of our minds, yeah.
Yeah. We'll just,
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready for.
I'm gonna roll here a knowledge history check to see that I might know anything about that the family.
Yeah, let me bring that up for you. Roll it.
Delaware's reading. It's a knowledge. Did I read this wiki one time?
Yep.
He can pull up wiki on his little arm
24.
pad.
It's there.
Yeah, you pop out your Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and ask it. You got the wiki of Ice and Fire on it, and so yeah, it was established by House Gardner, and then actually Aegon the Conqueror defeated the Gardner family, and House Tyrell came in control. But apparently the House Gardner does have there's whisperings of a patrilinear line of the people who trace their lineage back to Garth the Gardener, and those people think that they should be in charge, not you guys.
Okay. Do I know what happened to them after the war? Like where they are?
Yeah, absolutely. They dispersed and took other names, but for the most part, they stayed in and around Highgarden. They are they've got the greenest thumbs in the kingdom, and so are of particular value.
Maybe we should send a raven, guys, back to Highgarden. Or we're still in Highgarden. We haven't left yet, or what?
No,
By the time you receive that note, you've left Highgarden.
Okay, so we should send a raven back, and have them let us know when that family arrives.
Who are we sending this raven to? We don't know who sent us the note.
Yeah, like I think we just gotta like let this one simmer on the back burner, guys, and when we're done dealing with other political crap with this stupid fucking world, that they just can't be like stable and like treat all their people well. Then we'll go like kick all these guys in the butt too, for trying to take our stuff.
Well, we could at least send it back to the guy who runs the town, who we left in charge, to send us a raven when, if any honored guests or esteemed guests might arrive, just to let us know. What do you think? Or we can, maybe we don't spill the beans yet and just keep it to ourselves for now. I'm fine with that as well.
We'll keep it to ourselves later down the line, when we've got this King's Landing stuff sorted out. We can always just send a sending to Frankie Flowers, see how things are going, just check in, and see what he says.
All right. So we're still traveling to King's Landing.
Yeah.
Excellent. I will conclude the game for tonight, gentlemen. On a meta note, I felt very good about the last particular adventure when you guys fought the giraffe beast. In part, that had to do with you guys strategizing outside of the game, asynchronously. That gave me a really good idea of what to set up and everything. So if you guys want to discuss what you're doing in the days traveling to King's Landing over the next week and allow me to be privy to it, then we will have a rip-roaring good time when you guys get back to King's Landing.
Sounds good, man.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, Dave, if I may, before we hang up, is the token making, like, is that something that, like, if we're traveling like this and like not at like breakneck pace, but like traveling 10 hours and then, sleeping for 6, traveling for 10, sleeping for 6, can I make a token during our downtime and or while we're writing, or do I need like a day?
You can. If you're thinking about a true seeing token, that thing would be massive as a 5th level spell. It's going to be bigger than a cart.
I'm not necessarily thinking about a true seeing one. And if it takes, like, I don't know if you want to cap the level of spell that a token can go into. Just thinking on a metagame level, because like, potions and wands are both 4th level spells that you can do. Is that right?
I think so. I think potions might cap at 3rd and wands at 4th.
Yeah, and then like
I told you guys, these guys know everything.
Like, I can't remember.
Scrolls can be anything, I believe. You can
be anything.
You can get a gate scroll or something. So my feelings on tokens are, the higher the level spell, the larger it has to be, and the longer it takes consequently to prepare to produce. I got a feeling that like 9th level token might be like massive, like the size of the castle.
That big's my dick.
Yeah, approaching the size of Lagboot's dick, which it might in fact be a 9th level token. Of wish.
Wah, wah. Because I know I've gotten like some 3rd level ones and some 3rd level ones I've been given from limb duels, and then I did do a 3rd level one, and I for dispel magic that we have, and then I did do a 4th level one for restoration. So I don't know if those are tokens that can be like, I don't know. It kind of seemed like 3rd and 4th level ones were the ones that were like, could still be in a bag, but if you want to like retcon that shit, that's fine.
Yeah, let's retcon it. Let's just amend.
Okay.
and a third level token is starting to approach, like it can be carried in a magical bag, certainly, but I'm thinking a fourth level token is, we'll say a third level token is like a bread box size. Fourth level
Okay.
token, you're looking at desk sized almost.
Okay.
It's not a big deal to create a token of a fourth level spell and like install it as a podium in a church or something like that, or making something that kind of can be moved but isn't supposed to be like whipped out of a bag, certainly.
Okay.
And if you've
So
got like a bag of holding or something like that, you can certainly make them
fourth levels,
smaller.
probably. Okay.
And
Or-
then also some of the ones you got from Limb Duel, as you're like checking them, you realize that some of them themselves are like folded in on themselves extra dimensionally. So there is a way to make smaller tokens, but it requires
more time and more
some wondrous item crafting.
crafting.
It's essentially making like a magical item out of a magical item.
Okay. So if I wanted to make like, say if I made like if I wanted to make fourth level tokens, I'd need to have craft wondrous item to make it carryable.
Yeah.
And then for fifth level ones, it would definitely have to be like craft wondrous item, and maybe I could fit one in a bag holding.
Yeah. That sounds about
Okay.
right. That sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good to me. Can I, if that's the case, can I change the last feat I took? I took
You took ring, right? You took Forge Ring.
So chat, I got some dope
Forge
shit,
Ring,
but I think he might be
also as
coming
a
up on
feat,
being
I
able to
took,
craft cool things. And I've got some really neat things in my bag, like dragon's teeth. Oh, I got a horn from this creature,
Vital Strike.
and the creature could regenerate with this horn. So maybe I
Okay,
can
you
get
wanna
like a
switch it
ring
out
of
for
regeneration
walking
or
high
something
heels?
that can heal me.
I want to switch it out for
Because
craft
that's what I
wondrous
need,
item.
something that gives me like
Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah.
a little bit of boost in combat, because
I
I'm
don't really need to
I'm a
walk high
glass
heels
cannon.
until enough.
I've only got
Or do
48
vital strikes.
hit points,
Or do vital.
and when I use my mage
Um,
armor, I got 25
okay,
armor
if you're okay
class.
with me swapping that out, just so that way,
I almost died.
I can.
Are you
use
sure
it.
you haven't used Vital Strike yet? I thought you were using
Nope.
it. Okay.
No, because you can only make it's when you take an attack action, you can make one attack by itself at your highest attack bonus that deals double damage.
Okay.
Which I haven't used.
All right.
But yeah, if I can craft wondrous item, I think that would help us all as a team. But also, like, obviously, I need like a lot of time to be sitting doing nothing but crafting items. It takes like a day to do one. But then I can make, fourth level tokens and also wondrous items for us.
Wonderful.
I'll be excited when you can do that, because I have some cool things in my bag, like a horn from a creature that he could regenerate himself with the horn.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we
Sweet
can
ass.
make a cool ring or something for me that can allow me to give myself a good boost of health.
Yeah,
or
you
something
could probably
like that.
whittle that down to a ring of regeneration without too much problem.
So let me know when you can create these items, man, and we're ready to roll with some
Well,
cool shit.
Dave, just let me know when I can swap those feats out.
Vital Strike for
Wondrous
magical
item.
for wondrous item. Yeah, you can certainly do that.
Okay.
You can do that right now. Moving forward, let's not retcon any previous item creation.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
And then Mr. Delaware, Sefer Taurus Wong.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to come up with a plan of testing, what sort of mobility, planar and temporal mobility, you can bring to bear.
But no more exploding chickens, because that's going to give me nightmares.
Noted.
You can show them that one trick where you snap your fingers and the chicken turns inside out.
No, these weird
Got a door
experiments.
on the outside.
It's like he's learning these cool things, but the experiments are just really fucking freaky.
No, that chicken's not dead. It's just napping, upside down and inside out.
Inside
It's just napping.
Yeah, I'll think about that. I'm gonna send you some ideas. And we'll
talk about
we'll
what
go
we're gonna
from
do
there,
in the chat this week.
and some other plans that I have as we approach King's Landing to sort of set ourselves up. That I'll
Good,
be
gentlemen.
getting ready for on our journey. But
All right, sounds good. Pleasure, y'all.
And don't look like just reviewing the numbers, metagamey. You guys are pretty close to level 10, so start thinking about leveling up.
Awesome. So Delaware, what? You're half wizard, half what?
it's a Slayer class. It's effectively a bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
But
It's
wizard Slayer, but the
Slayer
really
itself is
Chronomancer.
kind of a hybrid of rogue and ranger.
Okay.
So he's like a time
Fucking
wizard,
badass.
rogue, bounty hunter kind of guy.
I put the DeLorean back in Mandalorian.
In the game I'm running for my coworkers, there's a guy who is playing a halfling who is a cross between Indiana Jones and Ben Shapiro, and he plays the violin. And he's like, monsters don't care about your feelings. So I thought I'd bring that up. It's pretty funny.
All
Yeah.
right.
All right. Well, we got to make you sneak attack some more fools. So basically, you get first shot off.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to do stuff like that, and being sneaky like that, I'm good at attacking people like that. So, yeah, all right. Sounds good.
See y'all next week.
Talk to